go back to Pokemon Yellow, Randomizer, where absolutely just about everything has been completely randomized, from Pokemon evolutions to types, items, and all that jazz. Left off just after Silphco, Ivysaur, Flying type, with Psybeam, Fall, Razor Leaf, and Sleep Powder. Mew, also a flying type, with Mega Punch, Transform, Metronome, and Boomerang. Snorlax, the type, Headbutt, Amnesia, Rest, and Crabhammer. Grimer, who knows Fly, is also the fighting type, Jump Kick, Disable, Fly, and Egg Bomb. And Beedrill, which I think I'm going to go throw on the PC. This is what we got instead of a Lapras, so, you know, a little bit of a downgrade from Lapras. Just a little. We also have a Kangaskhan in the box, which I prefer not to use just because I already have a one-stage normal type that's very good. So, where do we want to go next? We want to go to Fuchsia. Best way to do that is hit the Celadon, where I did forget to check in corner prizes. Those might be something in. Oh, right, I have to get the coin case first, which I don't. Oh, speed up time. Snorlax. Completely forgot what it was. Magikarp, which has been a very annoying Pokemon so far, but not for the reasons you think. It's because Magikarp's Ghost type in this randomizer. And there's so many Ghost types. Very annoying, especially in the early game where I didn't have that many non-normal. Beat up Snorlax, yay, Snorlax. Oh, evolution time. Let's see what Ivysaur is gonna become. I have no idea. If it's gonna stay. Is that a beeping bell? Huh. I did not expect a weeping bell. I'm gonna run back. I have Leaf Stone PC, which I figured I would never need to use as well. Yeah, I also didn't made certain to go not limit the evolutions to 3 stages at most. Weeping Bell is becoming. Okay, we have a Machamp. Was Oddish into Ivysaur, into Weeping Bell, into Machamp, which is a poison type, really high attack. Means my moves are suddenly not so good because they're all special. What do I have? Anything decent? Dry attack? No. Paper Fang? Yeah, okay. Literal Waterfall. I think we keep Sleep Powder in the champ, because that'll still be very useful. Oh. Where that powder comes from, I don't really want to know. Of course, it's not psychic. Flamethrower. Rock Throw. Waterfall again. You can learn that. Mew doesn't need. Rolling Kick. Thunderbolt. And we'll deposit. Yeah. Card key. Crocodile. This ball. Because I want to keep my bag open. Because this game has very limited backspace and running out of space is very annoying. Oh, another guy to fight. Cue ball sent out Graveler. Got Machamp and Psybeam. So of course Machamp's special is terrible, and I guess the opposing champs, when chosen Gravelers, even worse. What Pokemon are we gonna encounter? Oh, Persian. Pretty nice. Ooh, Tops. Paper you Tops. Oh, oops. We're working Grimer. That evolves into Muck at level 38, I'm sorry. And pretty handy. If you want to switch. Just because it happens to be still weak to Psychic. I have to remember that. Wow, Snorlax, you are getting your butt kicked. It's funny how Lemonade heals 80, I think, which is better than Super Potions. I'm pretty sure they cost less. Even if they don't, it's still very strange. Mostly skipping stuff because I don't really... Nope, no items in here. I always feel like that. An item in here never is. Probably. Kick. Far-fetched. Boop, you're dead. Alakazam is actually terrifying. To Mew. Speaking of terrifying, Brock had a Mewtwo. Also, Mewtwo is Ghost type in this randomizer. Metronome. Anything fun? Attack. Most fun, but pretty useful. Now we're here. We can go to Safari Zone. This is another area where you can soft block. Entirely possible to a point where you have no items, have beaten every single trainer you've come across, and have lost enough times. You have no money, or not enough money, not possibly get into this. It's important because you need surf to continue the game. Oh, Nidoqueen. I'll get you Nidoqueen. No. I'm just gonna be throwing Pokeballs like crazy. Why not? Maybe not for a side. I wouldn't want a side. Or C maybe. I do need a Pokemon that can surf. Pretty sure. Interesting. Psychic and Rock. Huh. Actually, terrible. I have enough. Ooh. Nidoqueen again. Getting my Pokeball, Nidoqueen. Oh. So we're gonna get all the items because stuff. Whatever, TMO for it. I jump kick. Grammar already knows jump kick. Don't know if I want to teach it. Also, high jump kick. Diglett dig. Nidoqueen, get in my Pokeball. Aw. I might come back just to catch that Nidoqueen. See what it is. Ooh, Victory Bell. That's actually possibly good. It depends, say. Yeah, I think it is good. No, it's Stone Evo, so I don't think you would learn all the. You have to teach all the moves, the good moves before. Not too great. Stone, yes, because Stone Evolutions don't usually learn any moves leveling up. There are exceptions, but for the most part, we have a bad draw. I don't want a bad draw. Slam. Jam. Looking to the slam. That's a Zapdos. Who it said the Pokeball missed, which means you have 0 chance to catch it. What nugget? That's nice. I have run into Zapdos before, but it was earlier in the game, and I also was completely unable. Little teeth, strength, TMO2. Oh, I don't have room for this fabulous player. Guys, that's annoying. TMO2 is under. Anything. Yeah, I want surf. Secret house. I'm really hoping Snorlax can learn this. Yes, thank you, Snorlax. Crabhammer. Snorlax is just now amazing because now Snorlax can learn just headbutt. I think I prefer Body Slam. I think it learns Body Slam eventually. But the idea. I'm gonna go run right back in there. Can try and catch a Nidoqueen. That's a Kangaskhan. It's actually pretty funny that it's appearing back in there. I wonder if this got reset. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Nope. Second. Snake. What is that? Bug and rock. Who's rap? So some of these I might keep and then grind off screen. Oh, it's a Seaking. Hi, Seaking. Bye, Seaking. That's a Bulbasaur. You can throw rocks, throw bait, run, or throw a ball. Throwing rocks makes them angry, but more likely to catch. Throwing bait makes them more likely to stay, but harder to catch. Like, oh, it's a Dragonite. Yes, nope. Can't even catch it with a Fireball. I think it's the same catch rate as a Pokeball. Do. I feel like there's almost certainly a glitch to make this go better, but I don't know it. Like, you know what? Let me double check that up. Pokemon. Because there might be some sketchy thing about that. Let's see. Let's see. Angry and eating character 0. See. If either the anger you're eating counter is non-zero, it's decreased by 1. So if you throw a rock, it's doubled. Throw bait, it's halved. Pokemon will always escape if its speed is 128 or more, even if it's eating. Okay. Let's see. Is any weird stuff to know about this? No, I think that's what I'm getting. So Nidoking, Nidoqueen, I should say, will probably run a lot. Seeking? No one uses Seeking. But no, but really, someone seeking. A Seeking fan. Love to have you say hi. Because I don't know it. Everyone's just like, yeah, Goldeen and Seeking, they're just that Pokemon over there. I could also do the save state. Seems kind of cheating. Come on, get into Pokeball, Bulbasaur. It'll evolve it like immediately. Ugh, the fact that I'm seeing Wild Dragonite is actually super annoying. Because, you know, I'd rather see a Nidoqueen I might be able to get. But no, I have to see a stupid Dragonite, which is, as far as I know, uncatchable. Tangela. Oh, no, oh well. Bellsprout, I already caught one of you. Whatever. Dang. Let me do a little cheaty. Forget I said. Save. Dump the Pokemon I caught in the box, and then I will try heal. I don't know when I last did that. Scared of Ekans. Withdraw. Bellsprout. Withdraw that one rare candy I tossed in here. Okay, so just deposit. Sell the nut. Don't need the max elixir right now. Don't fully. Oh. Rare candy. Everyone loves menuing, right? That's what's gonna get me big times. Just menuing Pokemon forever and ever. Bellsprout. Should evolve. What's he can evolve into? Venusaur. Well then. It's also flying type. Rat, poison powder, sleep spell. Huh. Huh. I'm gonna reset that and maybe not do that. But it's good to know that Bellsprout becomes Venusaur if I feel like I need it. Okay. Evil Teeth the Warden. 4 Champ and Horsey. Hyper Fang. I could keep my champ. I don't see any reason not to. Calcium, give it to. I've been giving them to Snorlax. Well, Ivysaur. But I guess that's not needed right now since Champ has no special. Double check. I completely forget when Horsey evolves. It could be close. Level 32. And let's see, what is... Oh, Kingdra. I don't want to know Kingdra. I want to know Seadra stats. Let's go Bulby. Okay, it's got base special of 95. That's not bad. Or speed of 80. Doesn't like learn anything at each moves. Otherwise, it's terrible. Wow. Of course, there's also no guarantee that it will evolve into. Actually, there is a guarantee that it will not. Like, it absolutely will not evolve into a Seadra. What it'll evolve into, I don't know. Let's go through the items I have. Thunder. Slam. Jump kick. I don't like favorite slam. Let's keep high jump kick. Thunderbolt. So I don't like Slam Thunderbolt. Interesting. Thing is, I want to keep rest. Kick. No. Going to nugget and down, I'm gonna sell. Try attack. That might not be the best. Let's see. Snorlax can learn some good moves, but I want to keep Amnesia. Pale Dance may not be bad. the problem is, like, yeah, I could learn some pretty solid moves, but without knowing what it's going to evolve into, it could be a complete waste of my time. Never got why this one is over here. I don't sell my 5 Pokeballs. Nugget. 515. Pokeballs. So, if you're seeing moving items like crazy and you don't know how to do it, you gotta hit select. So you move everything in this game. In your menus, I should say. So let's just go straight into gym. See any reason not. Unless they completely kick my butt, but I think they might. I think Oga's Pokemon end up at like a 50 or something, right? Juggler sends out Beedrill. Oh, it's not particularly scary. Great. A completely terrible move, unless you're going for a very specific type of challenge where you don't visit Pokemon centers or something. Okay, yeah, so that's good. So let's switch to Mew. And having a tiny little cat fetus, cat embryo, punch everything. No, because it's going to use like and that really screw up psychic type. Oh, man. Okay. Don't know why you're switching seconds. But whatever. Karate, chop. You. I think this is harder in Fire Red. Is it Fire Red and Leaf Green where this is harder, or is it Gold and Silver? It's one of them. Yeah, Mew again. Or I picked Snorlax. Whatever. Snorlax works. Anyway, Surf. I thought I knew that. I was thinking, maybe it's Golbat Ghost. I'm like, no, it's not, right? Yeah, it is. It is Ghost. Dang. Golbat's doing some work. Wow. Way less than I thought. Polar Beam. Up again. Run back in. I think Yellow, he's got like 3 level 50 Pokemon, or is that... No, that's Sabrina. Thinking of Sabrina, because the normal game, level 50 Abra, level 50 Kadabra, level 50 Alakazam in Yellow. It's going pretty well. Thank you, Dr. Cool. Dr. Cooler Hades 13. It's going pretty good. I'm up to Koga right now. Biggest problem was early game. A lot of Pokemon are Ghost type, especially Brock, who had a Ghost type Mewtwo, which made that first fight incredibly difficult. Pinsir, come on, Pinsir. Stop flying. I need to stop that. Okay. I did catch a Mew early game, so that was pretty cool. The only way I managed to beat Brock was with the Mew using Transform to transform into the Mewtwo. Oh yeah, everything's randomized. I think I put it below. Types, items, what Pokemon trainers have, what everything evolves into. So I have a Machamp right now that evolved from an Ivysaur. The only thing I kept the same was the level up moves. Like my Snorlax right here is Water type moment. Yep. Love Arcanine, favorite Pokemon. Big floofy fire dog. Wow. Ow. That was actually really bad. Let's go on a Champ. Well, notice those Razor Leaf and Sleep Powder. Yeah, it's the same here. I usually like to keep my randomizers a bit simpler, but I figured I would go all in here. Just completely throw away all knowledge I have of Pokemon and their types, and just be like, yes, I don't know what I'm going to be doing right now. Because it really is it insane this way. This is Ghost type 2, and I just haven't been paying attention. Yeah, the Pokemon Universal Randomizer is so amazing. He did a great job on it, I think. I think I heard disable for minimums just to be annoying if I need to be. Like right now. I don't think my Horsey's gonna make it. No, Horsey not. Bye, Horsey. Okay. So I think we gotta go train a little bit. Get Grimer up to 38. So it can evolve into whatever it wants to. How are metronome randomizers? I don't think I've ever done one of those before. Metronome Nuzlocke, that sounds extra tricky. Liquid Crystal. Is that the one that's completely open, or is that a different one? I've played I've played a few of the Crystal ROM hacks. I think the last one I played was the completely open. Google that real quick. Oh, Liquid Crystal. I don't think I've played that one. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, the last Crystal played was the open world ROM hack, where you can start in Kanto or Johto. Yeah, Orange Islands and Gen 3 engine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know a lot of the ROM hacks like Gen 3. Oh, it's not finished. Yeah, that sounds like a Pokemon ROM hack. think Fire Red's the most popular one to do a ROM hack, followed by Ruby and Emerald. So random Pokemon like Jigglypuff. But nope. I also kept a lot of the randomizer can fix a lot of the bugginess Gen 1, but fixed some of it, not all of it, some of it. I kept the way critical hits worked because I think that's just an interesting way to have them be calculated. But I did fix psychic and bug types. Yeah, Gen 2 is fun. I'm gonna be one of those guys and say I think Gen 3 is my favorite, just because I put so much time into Sapphire trying to finish that Pokedex. Because the Pokedex in Gen 3 is, I think, probably one of the hardest ones to finish. Just because Feebas is so hard to catch. There's literally one location and 2 tiles to find it. And the tiles change. But yeah, I did like Gen 2. Actually, played a weird bootleg version of Pokemon Silver, where I had no idea what was going on. This was... I had already played Pokemon Gold and owned Pokemon Gold, and found Pokemon Silver cartridge online. It was like all black, and it was super weird, and it was like horribly mistranslated, and I had no idea what was going on. The only thing that saved me was my prior knowledge from playing Pokemon Gold. But I was still like 9. I still had no idea what was going on. Oh, you create your first Phoebus. Oh no. Terrible. Then yeah, so I was and then I ended up selling that weird bootleg version. Yeah, I think I managed to finally catch one of them. I found a guide that said, "Oh yeah, get its beauty stat all the way up." So I tried to do that, but I wasn't very good at the Pokeblock. I wasn't very good at the Pokeblock mini game. So I had fed it all the Pokeblocks I possibly could, but I didn't max out its beauty stat. So I had to get better at the Pokeblock minigame and breed a new one. Oh, so glad they fixed how Phoebus works and Milotic works with the beauty scale? Marvel scale? And it's such an unassuming Pokemon too. It's just like, yeah, it's a Phoebus. It's the new version of Magikarp. It's whatever. It's nowhere near as common as Magikarp. Charmeleon. Jigglypuff's in here too. Gotta get, say, at least Grimer to 30. Everything else will probably follow to around that level as well. I already did Safari Zone, so I have Surf. Beat up Koga. Beat up Reina. Blaine. Blaine will be interesting because without his good Pokemon, without his decent Pokemon, he might just be a cakewalk. I've seen a lot of people do Pokemon challenges for Blaine, and Blaine will just use like full heals or hyper potions on completely Healthy Pokemon. That's always fun. Thought I had some more things with me. I guess not. Type was Beedrill. I actually have a Beedrill. I did not catch it. It was Lapras. It's a little disappointing. I think it was Ice type. Little annoyed right now that I had to grind some. I didn't actually have to do much of that in the beginning because a lot of the Pokemon I was fighting were already evolved. I was getting a ton of experience early on. Few Pokemon skip levels too. I'm pretty enjoying this. It's fighting type Grimer. I think it's just incredibly funny to watch it go gym kick. Because it's got no feet. It's just a pile of sludge. It's got no feet. And the speed up button is saving me right now. Not sure how easy it is to tell, but speeding up everything to the lightning speed. Because it's one of the things, it's crazy to notice how slow some of these older games play just because the menus just take like a second for everything to go through. Some of these evolved Pokemon are pretty easy to deal with just because they did the moves in Gen 1. They didn't expect you to catch evolved Pokemon before that point at it, so all its moves were pretty terrible. Or some of the fully evolved Pokemon moves are pretty terrible as well. Oh, well. Ouch. I'm a champ. Let's have my legless, wingless Pokemon fly me back. Isha. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably go check out the fighting dojo. I don't think I've done that yet. Just so I can get another Pokemon. Yes. Speaking of Saffron and Gen 2, I always enjoyed a lot what they did with Gen 2 and how we actually got to go back and visit Kanto. I love how I think it was Miyamoto who completely saved Gen 2 and fixed up so much of that game where they were able to get the entirety of the Kanto region back into the game. And I know a lot of people, myself included, will complain about the newer games, how they're so lackluster and the code seems to be a mess. But I think people seem to forget that the games are always like that. They are always a mess. Like, I think some of them were definitely less of a mess than others, but there's always been a lot going wrong in the back end. I think some of the stuff that I've heard about Sword and Shield, though, was really crazy. Or they had different sprites or different models for every. So obviously a different model for every Pokemon, but then an extra model for all the shinies. So they had twice as many sprites as needed, or at least twice as many. And then Alcremie had, I think, itself like 70 different models and sprites because of that. Because it had all those different forms, and then each of those forms also was like shiny. Yeah, Pokemon's always been a bit nuts. The programming department. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, look, it's my boy Arcanine again. Hi, Arcanine. Oh, Yuki the Ultimate Kitten. Thank you for the follow. Hello. So this is North Carolina. We're doing pretty okay. It's pretty dreary day where I am. We did get the first like proper snowfall of the winter yesterday, the night before. No, thank you, Dr. Kruller. Very nice of you as well. Pretty dreary out, kind of wet, cold. Oh, nice. I really liked Pokemon Yellow on the 3DS. I thought they did a pretty good job of it. My favorite part was the fact that they let you finally transfer Pokemon from that into Pokebank and all the way forward. Oh, really? Oh, that's nuts. I think it's 30s, 40s here. Yeah, it's just over 40, so all the snow's melting, which means it's very those unique kind of wet, where everything's like wet, but cold, and kind of just soggy. Hey, this is a Yuki. This is a Pokemon Randomizer Yellow, where I've randomized pretty much everything I could. So I've kept level up moves, and that's about it. Oh, I don't know if you like snow or not. I love snow, so I always want at least one bit of snowfall. So if you like snow too, that's sad. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we've had a few dustings. This is a few 2 days ago or a day ago was the first like proper snowfall where we got a few inches and everything actually stuck around for more than a day. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever been to Indiana, but I think I've been to South Carolina. No, not South Carolina. North Carolina? South Carolina. Great, I'm getting mixed up now. One of the Carolinas. I went to Myrtle Beach for a vacation one summer when I was like 12 or 13. Really enjoyed it. Oh, it's still all good over there. That's South Carolina? Okay, okay. So then I don't think I've been to North Carolina more than driving through it. This is Mew. It's a flying type that I caught Route 1 or 2. Fun stuff. Trying to level up Grimer because the evolutions are random and it evolves in one level. Snorlax, another Pokemon I caught pretty early. Water type. So how is maybe. A lot of fun. My sister and I, we swam every day. Yay, body slam. I'm waiting to learn body slam to get rid of headbutt. I think we were there for 10 days or so. I'm 18 or 19. No, I'm quite a bit older than that. I don't know if it's a compliment or not if I sound so young. No, turned 30 this year. So definitely not 18 or 19. Playing Pokemon in the middle of the day. Middle of the day. 5 p.m. That's close enough. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, not I haven't been 18 or 19 for a little while. I'm gonna go with thanks. Could take that as a compliment. I can assure you though, if you saw me, which I'm probably not gonna do because you know, not like, I don't like showing my face that often. You'd go, oh no, he's definitely not 18. Well, I'll take it as a compliment. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so fighting dojo. So either get Tentacool, who's hard kicking, or a Cubone. I already have a water type. But this is not water type. So let's save. Take my Tentacool. Flying Dragon. I'm pretty happy with that actually. um, but it is going to evolve soon. Who knows where it's going to go to when it evolves? Can learn Tri Attack. Yeah, I guess that is true. Just going through all these random TMs I have to see what my Tentacool can learn. Alright, I have Surf. I'll go get Surf from the PC though. Can't learn Rock Throw. Oh, Flamethrower would have been fun. Psychic also. Yes, sure, I'll teach my Tentacool that. I'll get rid of Strict. So yeah. 24, so what time I was playing. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's actually really impressive. Good for him. I can see that. I've heard a lot of people say the opposite though. So maybe being around good kids keeps you young. Or maybe you know, some kind of vampire stole the youth from all the children around him. That's how he stayed so young. English 4. Okay, yeah. I think at that level you got definitely less kids that are, we'll say politely, giant pain in the butt. And it was a cool senior project, or just kind of one of those that you just did to do. City. I don't remember what I was actually doing. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I don't think I had a senior project in my high school. We were tiny high school. I think we had. I mean, I shouldn't say tiny. I should say small. I think we had. We didn't have more than 11 or 1,200 students in our school. Maybe 3-ish hundred per grade. So we weren't like giant. Remember in college speaking to people who, I had 1,000 people per grade, and I was just like, how do you do? That's too many kids. Way too many kids. Oh, that's interesting. Uh, 10 or more years. It's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, grammar's evolving. Ooh, into a Scyther. That's actually really good. What is Scyther? Water type. Okay, I got another water type, but it's got really good speed, a lot of crits, and high attack. Good in general. Um, yeah, that's an interesting take on it. Maybe 10 years ahead, but I don't know. I think like a lot of things are, into how technology advances, that it's really hard to say definitively, because there's so many factors, and there's also just so many things that, if discovered at the wrong time, don't don't do much. Like hero Herodotus, or hero of Greece. My understanding, he invented the first steam engine, but it was just a novelty back then. They didn't have any idea of what to do with it, so it just was just this weird little spitting orb he invented that didn't really. I have a Horsey. What type is Horsey? Don't remember. So I'm gonna use Pedal Dance. Um, but yeah, and there's also there's a few authors, say science fiction authors, that uh posit that war is the biggest, way humans advance technologically. I think it's Harry Turtledove who did that. I think it's like one of the main themes in his World War series. Uh yeah, in his World War series. Uh it's one of the big like themes in that, is that war in general is how we really advance quickly technologically. Uh there's an alien race in that's more advanced than us technologically, but they haven't fought a war in like thousands of years, so their technology is pretty stagnant from what it is, and it leads to interesting conflict in World War II, where uh, they come to us while we're in the middle of World War II, and they kind of don't do so hot. Uh, there's all sorts of things I think he goes into with that. And I thought, mixed feelings on that. I mean, yeah, I can see that, but if we do that without, killing a lot of each other, that would be just a lot better. But yeah, like you see that a bit in World War One, and then I think probably what leads him to come to that conclusion is just all the technologies that we came up with World War Two. I mean, if you ever watched the History Channel, if you watched the History Channel before it was about ancient aliens, you'll have seen a lot of things like that where they've invented just whatever. They just threw things at the wall and see what stuck. Just kept going with all sorts of things like that. I mean, before ancient aliens, before they were just airing ancient aliens all the time, and when they actually aired stuff that was interesting and not crazy conspiracy theories. There's just so much that a lot of countries, like, I think the big ones across the U.S., Nazi Germany, and Japan, that were really coming up with the weirdest things. And of course, during the Cold War, a bunch of incredibly strange things were being investigated as well. Fortunately, some of those were, you can imagine, incredibly horrific. Like, if you want to look into, if you have a strong stomach and you are ready to be incredibly depressed for a while, look at Unit 731, Japan's Unit 731, and that is just awful. On a still bad, but slightly better note, you can check out MK Ultra. CIA was doing the 50s and 60s and everything. How that was, using LSD to try and mind control people. One of those things that sounds completely made up, but 100% true. There's documents, declassified documents are relating to it, and it's so weird. Cool. Tentacles evolving. Yes, we got an Arcanine. I get my fluffy Arcanine boy. Ghost Bug. Ooh, that's really interesting. Not terrible moves. No, you can't let it surf. That would be too funny. Thunderbolt. No thunder. Got rock throw. No flamethrower. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, Arcanine can learn Psychic. Well, get rid of Instinct for Psychic. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. And then, people are going World War II even crazier. The Panzer Shrieks and the bazookas. And then they, of course, lay mines everywhere. I think Russia was training dogs to run under tanks and explode. That didn't work, of course, because dogs kept coming back to their handlers, which is the opposite of what you want. I think World War II came up with some crazy big anti-material rifles, like 20mm one, I think, is huge. For World War II, I think there was Sweden, the Finnish, I think, used those, developed them, something like that. Of course, could be a little off on that. But I do remember some of the advancements they made were literally just like scrap metal welded to the front of a tank. Like they needed something to clear large brush. So they just like welded like scrap metal onto like as like teeth onto the like bulldozer kind of style teeth into the front of tanks. They just use that. Arcanine, you can do this. I guess not. So next up to level up is C. Yeah. I definitely know some about World War II, but I've never been one to really dive deep into it. I think most of what I know, not most, but decent chunk, is from weird weapons of history or whatever used to air on the History Channel. And just looking up weird weapons that's throughout history or presented. Like Cold War was rife with just the weirdest ideas. Like, what am I gonna call it? I Forgotten Weapons. I think I've seen some stuff on there. I think it was a Cold War era weapon that probably my favorite. He's used just like the rocket, like, gyrojet rocket pistol that has like actual rocket rounds in it. Where it turned out to be terrible because turns out rocket rounds are really bad at anything other than like long range. But it had a really cool mechanism and everything for it. I remember. Yeah, I think rocket. Oh, Muse Invisible. Huh. I think if you want to see some really cool, look up some really weird stuff. I don't know if there's been any crazy videos on it or not, but look up like it's Project Orion, which was an idea where they would have for World War II, where it was a nuclear powered rocket with this atomic engine that would fly, launch a bunch of nukes from a payload, and then it would pretty much keep flying in this big circle, creating sonic booms to damage things, as well as leaking a ton of radiation from its unshielded engine that just poisoned the land for like hours, poison all the land it's flying over while it flew for just like days and days. It's one of those ideas that sounds just insane. Another thing not developed, say thought up by a science fiction author is a spaceship powered by nuclear bombs, which is actually sounds awful, but is actually like the physics behind it actually work out really well, and would be one of the more efficient propulsion systems out there. The only thing, of course, is the spaceship itself would have to be massive. Yeah, the way it would work is like you have a big like spherical spaceship, pretty much about nukes. Nukes would explode, and send it forward, and it would just like once a minute or so, it would launch go about a nuke, send it forward, and just keep doing that. As propulsion methods on Earth, they would of course be pretty terrible, but once you're in space and you don't have to worry about poisoning ground at all, it's very efficient and keeps you getting up to speed pretty quickly. Of course, there is the obvious problem with that, where you're sending nukes into space, which is against, I forget if it's a bunch of treaties or just one major treaty to not weaponize space. So it's of course not going to happen anytime soon. There we go. Beat up Machamp. Okay. Well, thank you for following and watching me for so long. I probably not going to stream for too much longer. I'm pretty new to this, so my voice is getting pretty tired right now. And enjoy the rest of your day, though. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, this is probably my least favorite part of this entire game. Just this annoying, weird maze thing. Oh, I will not be learning focus energy. I did not fix that bug. Universal randomizer. Which is, you're not familiar with this bug. The way critical hits work, Generation 1, is that they're based off your base speed. So the higher base speed, more likely you're going to crit. But focus energy and I think dire hit is the idea that instead of doubling your critical hit chance, we'll have it. They are pretty much guaranteed to just never or crit if you use items. I'm gonna heal up. Let's get Scyther, water type, developed from a Grimer, which is fun. In first place. Go. Try and fight Koga again. And I think either way, probably the last thing you can do for the stream. My voice is getting a bit tired. Oh, that's not good. All these X attacks are not fun, though. Did not do anything major. So, actually, probably better got hit with a critical hit there. Critical hits, nor all stat changes in Generation 1 as well. Arcanine, nope, Ghost Bug. I think, but I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Now, Alakazam is where it got tricky last time. Kind of swept through my entire team like that. Psychic and whatnot. Oh, but there we go. I beat Koga. EMO6. Contains Bite. Not what I would consider to be the most useful move. See if anyone can learn it, because maybe it'll be handy. Arcanine. No, I'm actually pretty happy with Arcanine. Champ. No, I have strength, so there's no need to do it. Just toss that. Don't need that at all. So next time you'll go fight Sabrina. I think I will also grind a bit off screen just so I can get everybody up to 40 or so, 35, something like that, just to fight Sabrina because her Pokemon are all 50. Is going to be actually pretty difficult. Pretty sure I also set the Pokemon Randomizer to fully evolve all Pokemon by level 45 or so. So she's going to have 3 level 50 fully evolved Pokemon, which is going to be a pretty tricky fight. But yeah, I want to say, thank Dr. Kruller and Yuki the Ultimate Kitten for following me today. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye everyone.